Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm doing something a little different. It's a review on a hardware, and it's the PSP Go. Um, a lot of people don't even know about the PSP Go. Some people would say it's a failed experiment. Some people would say it's the best PSP ever made. Um, but truth of the matter is, it's a really unique idea. I personally don't think it failed, especially now since the PS Vita was released. Sony is trying to get people to buy the old school PSP games and install them to their PS Vitas. So this is kind of where the PSP Go comes in handy, because as some of you may know, the PSP Go does not have a disk drive. So it's not like the old school ones with a UMD, where here we are. If you guys don't know exactly what a UMD is, it's part of being journalistic is explaining everything to you guys. This is a UMD, a Universal Media Disc. Pretty much you would take this old school PSP, pop open the disc tray, and there we go. So that's the idea. It's neat, carry small discs around. The whole idea is portable. But the problem is that if you have a huge selection of games, or if you want to carry all your games with you, it becomes a hassle carrying all the small discs in your pocket or in your bag. And I mean, what kind of guy carries a bag around? But yeah, that was kind of the problem. So back to the PSP. One thing about the PSP, that it is 43% smaller in comparison to the PSP. This is PSP 1000, the fat as they call it. Yeah, so back to the Go. New features added that the old PSP didn't have would be that it has a microphone there. It was made for, where is it? Skype, where you can make phone calls. It doesn't have a camera, and I don't believe you can add a camera as you would with the old PSP, which is kind of a dumb move here and there. But yeah, overall, this is a smaller design, thinner at least. These buttons feel a lot better in comparison to the old PSP. Here we have it's kind of hard to focus there. This is brightness. Let me see if I can get this to focus. This right here. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's brightness adjustment, volume, and the sound management. Down here we have the headphone jack, which always comes in handy when you don't like annoying people with your sounds. This is a charger and USB plug-in. On the side here we have, this is the power, and you push it down and it's the, what is it? The lock button. There you go. Here we have an M2, or a micro. Let me get this opened. It's a, damn, dropped it. It is micro. So for a smaller memory stick, I think those are kind of hard to find. I'm not entirely sure. This is for the Wi-Fi to shut it on or off. And here we have the PlayStation button for when you're in a video game, playing a video game, and you want to jump back out to the main menu, or the XMB. In terms of buttons, it feels a little weird because the buttons are like pushed down into the what would you call this? I don't know, panel. They're pushed down, and but even then, they still feel kind of good. This is still a little stiff, but that's because of the condition of the PSP. It's actually still kind of new from where I bought it. What else is there to mention? Basically, yeah, back to that. The PSP runs the games really well, actually. I can get a game started in a little bit. Again, everything you want to play, you have to install it, so you have to go to the PlayStation Store and install it, or you have to figure out your other ways. Of course, there's always modding and hacking. So, onto the other accessories that should be included when you buy a PSP. Is, well, obviously the brick. This is the charger brick. Two-sided. The neat idea is it's similar to the iPhones or iPods, if you guys are familiar with the chargers and how they work. So this is, standard cable. Just plug it in to the wall and you get yourself charging. And here we have, this is actually different from the PSP 1000, 2000, and 3000's charger plug. So yeah, it connects to USB. You can always just plug this in here and charge it that way, or plug it into the computer and do what you have to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the PSP Go in general. It sounds great actually. I was really impressed by the sound. It for how thin it is, it sounds really good still. I think it's not gonna let me play because it wants me to auto load something. There we go. Yeah, but other than that, it runs all the games smoothly. You know, it's pretty good. The buttons again, they feel great. I dig it. A neat idea they came up with. See, the thing is that if you get yourself a PSP Go, you won't really find any accessories for it because the let's see, the PSP Go lasted in stores for about 6 months before they discontinued it. Again, it was a failed experiment on Sony's part. Timing is everything, and they came in a little too early. If they had done this a couple months after, they would have had a better chance with their PlayStation Store and everything, but, whatever. Where was I? That's right, accessories. I was on accessories. A neat idea is that you can plug in your, pretty much here, you can plug in these HD component cables. You can plug it into your TV and play any PSP game that you have on TV, which is pretty neat. In addition to that, you can also connect your PS3 controller if you're not too comfortable with playing. If you're not too comfortable playing on these, you can always plug in a PS3 controller, hook it up to your TV, and have a portable console wherever you go. Play your PlayStation 1 classics, your PSP games, anything else that you can install into this. Watch your movies and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is a really neat console. It had the right idea. It just never really took off, which is the sad part. But I found it for a really good price. I really couldn't say no to it. And I've always wanted a portable console. And the touchscreens for iPhones, I like them, but they're not really for me. I'm more old school, Game Boy, PSP style. But yeah, that's my review. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.